Assalamualaikum and a very good day. Now is the chapter 3, planning the project for our subject CPE 520, project management. First of all, let us have a look at the kita punya lesson plan. Okay, we are not actually behind. We are actually in sync with our lesson plan. Okay, for week 4, if you can see here, week 4, okay, kita akan belajar tentang planning the project, and we actually covering everything lah, contents of project plan, planning process, work breakdown structure, multidisciplinary, teams balancing pleasure and pain. Okay, so kita akan go through kita punya chapter 3. Okay, so basically what will you learn? The learning outcome. Okay, the learning outcome of this topic is that at the end of this chapter, you will have a bit of a good nature in terms of planning. Okay, and then we will learn on the proven methods in order for you to do a planning and to assign adequate tasks from the start until the successful of the project towards your team members. Okay. Then deciding what things should be part of a project plan and what are not part of the project plan. Okay. So in terms of project management itself, okay, we have kat sini kalau kita tengok project initiation, and then we have project planning, and then project execution. Okay, ini chapter dalam textbook, reference textbook. Okay, so dalam project planning, ini yang kita akan tengok. Okay, part of this yang kita akan tengok. But we will go into detail nanti bila kita buat scheduling, resource allocation, budgeting, project activity, kita akan go in detail lagi. Okay, so what we plan, apa yang kita akan plan untuk project activity for budgeting, scheduling and resource allocation. Nanti kita akan tengok. Okay, alright. Now, why are we planning? Why are we planning? And what information the plan should contain? Okay, so we plan so that we didn't fail. Okay, we plan so that we didn't fail. Apa yang kita tak fail adalah the project itself. Okay, for the project not to be a failure. Okay, so that we can finish the project. So the primary function of a project plan is that it should have a sufficient information. It should have enough information, means that the project manager and the team members ataupun the client stakeholders yang sama-sama buat project planning tu mesti ada enough knowledge. Mesti ada good knowledge, mesti ada functional knowledge towards the successful of the project supaya dia boleh plan secara adequate planning. Okay. Project management planning also is actually a map, okay, or a route from the initial project, from the start until it's finished. Okay, so it has to have a sufficient information, and also it should serve us as a map. Okay, guys. Now, the first thing that we need to do in planning adalah we have to have an adequate information and also data lah, probably a data. Okay, right, dia kata based on this, kalaulah ada problem in your project, if your project tiba-tiba budget terlebih, schedule lari, so the first thing to be blamed adalah planning, project planning. Okay, so siapa yang involved dalam buat project planning ni, dialah yang sepatutnya rasa bersalah. Tapi most probably diorang takkan rasa bersalah. All the blame will fall into project manager because he is the one yang akan say whether it's right or wrong, whether it's enough or not, and then dia yang akan negotiate dengan stakeholder, clients and everything. So, project manager have to do a proper planning. Okay. So, careful planning is strongly associated with success. Okay, strongly the keywords dia means that kalau you plan properly, jaranglah project tu akan fail. Okay, kalau you plan properly, majority of the time the project will be a success project. Right? So, normally people akan seronok lepas dapat plan je kan? Okay, this is what happen. Celebrate when they have a plan. Ada Gantt chart untuk schedule, ada budget, ada work breakdown, structure, ada charter. Then, semua dah rasa gembira. Okay, so the plan is basically macam project proposal jugalah. Okay, but shouldn't be the case. Okay, so ada juga sometimes during the planning, kita ni yang buat plan, those yang involve stakeholders, project planning, project managers, team members, kita suka experience analysis paralysis. Di mana kita ada data, kita ada information, kita over-analyzing ataupun overthinking the situation. So, sometimes bila kita analyse, overthinking, work cannot be done. Planning cannot be done. So, ini kita panggil analysis paralysis. Macam paralyzed lah. You tak boleh buat apa-apa. Okay, tak boleh move forward ataupun move on. Okay. So, why we plan the project? The primary is for the project manager to have detail mapped. Okay. Primary function of project planning. Okay. So that the project manager and also the team member have a detailed map starting from the beginning of the project until the end of the project. Okay. And then project planning also is to facilitate letter accomplishment. So, dia macam checklist. Kita tick, kita dah buat dah. Checklist, kita tick. Whatever we've done, we tick. So, kita facilitate the accomplishment. Mana yang kita dah accomplish, kita tick. Okay. And also, it can be an update on current status and future expectation. Okay. Current status, some sort of not tick sahaja. Kalaulah kita facilitate, kita tick sahaja. Tapi kalau current status ni might be planning you ada in terms of a recce matrix katakan. For example, I just throw nanti saya akan terangkan apa itu recce matrix. So you ada recce matrix. Di recce matrix tu nanti you akan, bila you selesai dah, you akan tulis kat situ current status dia. Finish. Okay. Build base, for example. Okay, finish build base bila? Dekat timeline dia tu, dekat dia punya mind mapping ke, ataupun dekat recce matrix, ataupun dekat work breakdown structure you. Okay, so it can serve as a current status update. And also, after that, you can develop a future pula expectation. Sama ada that task need to be extended, ataupun that task kalau need to be extended, apakah future expectation of that specific task? If it's not to be extended, we can just terminate lah, habis lah, end lah. Okay. So, things yang kita boleh tanya adalah bila kita update current status ataupun future expectation, the questions that we can normally ask adalah, apakah yang remain to be done? Okay. With what resources? Okay, kalau kena being done, kita nak add more to our plan, resources siapa? Siapa yang will do the job? Okay, when the task will be completed and what deliverables of the output? Okay, it need to be monitored, okay, and known at any level, okay, even the smallest subtask pun. Okay. Alright. For project yang tak ada appointed project manager lagi, this is the point where kita appoint project manager. But for those project yang memang dah appointed project manager during the initiation, then okay lah. Tak ada masalah lah. Okay. So type of project plan. Okay, dia ada dua jenis. Kita ada PMBOK, PM Project Management Body of Knowledge. Okay, you can always Google Project Management Body of Knowledge. And also we have PRINCE2 Project Plan. Okay. So, let us have a look sikit Okay, ini project management body of knowledge. You can always refer to this to have a better understanding. If I'm not mistaken, kita ada juga ni PMBOK ni. Okay, dia is actually a guide. Okay, to be a good project manager. So, kat sini ada semua scheduling ke apa. Then, you can go and refer on the planning side of it. Or, you can also have a look at the PRINCE2. Okay, PRINCE2 ni apa dia? PRINCE2 ni stands for Projects in Controlled Environment. Okay, those yang nak jadi project manager boleh ambil certification using PRINCE2 ni is a certified punya certification. Okay. So, our reference are using PMBOK and also PRINCE2 juga project plan. Reference for these notes. Okay. So, kalau project management body of knowledge, dia kata apa tentang project plan ni? Dia kata project plan ni is a comprehensive and refers to the project charter. So, dia guna project charter as a project plan dia. Okay. Is a tool. This is tools yang kita mention. Kan? This is a tools untuk project planning. Okay. So, project management body of knowledge, dia recommend us to use project charter and all the element concerning planning, execution and control of the project. So, semua elemen tu duduk di dalam tools yang nama dia project charter. Okay. So, apa elemen dalam project plan lagi? Okay. Ada juga, beside a project charter, kita ada work breakdown structure. This is another tools dalam project planning. Okay. Kita ada Raki matrix. This is a responsibility chart. Nanti kita tengok. Raki stands for what? Okay. So, it's a responsible, accountability, consult and inform sahaja. Okay. Ada orang yang dapat, itulah responsibility dia. Ada orang yang dapat tu sebagai accountability. Ada orang yang dapat task tu hanyalah sebagai consult. Ada orang yang dapat task tu sebagai inform sahaja. Ini a linear responsibility chart. This is another tools. Okay, this is another tools. So, other planning elements which serve special purposes ada 9 category dalam planning yang we have to look into. First, overview. Second, objective. Then, general approach. Contractual aspects. Schedules. Resources requirement. Personnel. Risk management and evaluation method. This should be involved dalam project planning. Okay. So, we look into overview dulu. Overview ni apa? Normally, overview ni you hanya bagi brief description of a project. So, dia ada limit of numbers. Okay. Dalam tu, mesti you letakkan juga deliverables ataupun scope of the project. Milestone. Milestone ni, selepas 1 bulan, you achieve apa. Selepas 2 bulan, you achieve apa. 4 bulan, you achieve apa. 6 bulan, you achieve apa. So, the key milestone. Okay. Janganlah you bagi tahu baru, kalau you baru nak build saja, you dah make it as milestone. No. Milestone ni is a significant achievement. Contohnya, after 3 months, you dapat build, kalau kita cerita tentang building chemical plant lah kan. Okay, building a chemical plant. 3 months you dapat tanam cerucuk. Okay, that is a milestone lah. And then after 6 months, base. After 9 months, you naik dinding, for example. Those are the milestone. Okay, in between that, then the detail tak payah masukkan. Contohnya bancuh simen ke, beli pasir ke, you don't need to record that. That's not milestone. Okay, that is a very detailed task. Milestone is a big achievement or significant achievement. Okay, and then what should be in the overviews? Expected profit and also any effect of the competition. Okay, and then whatever information intended for senior management. Okay, that should be in overview. Okay, next we look into objective. Ini scopes you Ini detail scopes. Okay, it has to be a detailed scopes. Okay, whatever outcome of the project should be. Okay, that will falls into objective. Okay, this basically is a project mission statement. General approach pula in terms of technical and managerial approach, but only in general. And then the relationship to other project. Ada tak project kita ni in a relationship? If this is an extended project, then dia ada relationship dengan project yang sebelum ni. Then dekat general approach ni kita detail down. Okay. And any deviation from standard practices, why? Kalau we really need to deviate from the standard practices, we need to inform dalam general approach. Kalau contractual aspects pula, any agreement between the clients and then between the third party, any reporting, technical specification, dates yang kita nak agree, any compliant, SOP, okay, quality, semua mesti ada dalam contractual aspect. Those yang deal dengan law lah. Okay, yang kena ada agreement. Okay, schedules, this is outline of all schedules and milestone, only outline. Resource requirement, kita hanya estimate sahaja berapa kita punya expenses and any overhead and fixed charges. Okay, personnel pula, apa requirement kita pada team members yang involved dalam project kita, any special skill required, do we need any more training? Okay, and then ada tak legal arrangement? Contohnya arrangement non-NDA dia panggil, non-disclosure agreement, yang mana dalam projek ni any information you tak boleh disclose dekat third party ataupun outside people. So ini semua fall under personnel. You have to plan ni, everything you have to know. Okay, risk management. Okay, kita list all the potential disaster. Contohnya kalau kilang kita tepi river, so potential of flooding. Okay, kalau kawasan tu kawasan tanah gambut, potential of fire. Okay, and then any risk in terms of subcontract, in terms of client expectation, in terms of suppliers. Ini semua kita kena masuk dalam risk management kita. Okay, evaluation methods, evaluation procedures and standards kalau ada. Okay, any procedure untuk monitoring and controlling. Okay, if our project involving the data, macam saya cerita project IoT yang swims tu, okay, water management tu obviously involved dengan customer data, kan? So ini kena evaluate lah risk dia. It falls under risk management, it falls under evaluation methods juga. Macam mana kita nak handle, okay, customer punya data. Okay, next we look into project charter. This is a tools, yeah. Tools for project management. It is a one page, okay, information. So project charter ni consists of most if not all ke 9 item yang kita discuss sebelum ni. Okay, 9 item ni. Okay, overview, objective, general approach, conceptual, contractual aspect, schedule, resource requirement, personnel, risk management, and evaluation method. So normally project charter involve everything mostly, and then kena ada sign off on the plan. Macam kita orang kena verify lah. Siapa yang kena verify? By all the major stakeholders. So means that they agree with our project charter, which is our project plan lah. Okay, so who are the stakeholders? Kita punya sponsor, client, project manager and other concerned stakeholders. Okay, normally stakeholders yang kat sini tak adalah kita minta kompetitor kita, kan? Okay, walaupun dia adalah stakeholder juga, kita tak minta Kita tak minta sign off dia. After everyone sign off, now the plan becomes operational project charter. Dia macam kita refer lah untuk each and every update kita. Okay, that is project charter. Normally, project charter ada apa? Ada section lah. So, kalau you ada 9 section yang kita mention tadi, sebelum tadi kan, you kena ada 9 sections lah. Okay. So, this is a project charter. Whatever involved in it, kan? This is example of a project charter. Okay, it doesn't involve every 9 mostly, tapi dia ada overview, ada approach, objective, deliverables, constraint, which is the risk and feasibility. It's only 1 page. Okay, so that is a project charter. You can always Google project charter in internet and you can always find it in them. Okay. Now, kita tengok another tools. Okay, tools yang kedua, nama dia work breakdown structure. Work breakdown structure ni is actually a hierarchical planning process. Dia ada daripada task yang general kepada task yang detail out lagi. Okay. So, mostly project manager refer to work breakdown structure as a foundation of a project planning. Okay. Kenapa kita buat work breakdown structure ni? Supaya tak ada task yang kita overlook. Okay. Jadi, tak adalah task yang tertinggal. So, every task is accounted and also planned. Okay. So, normally ada beberapa level, okay, of hierarchy. Kalau kita tengok okay, kalau kita tengok ini level pertama. And then dia turun kepada level kedua. Mungkin pecah lagi. Okay. And then dia turun kepada level ketiga. For example. Okay. Pecah lagi. Okay. Lebih banyak. Okay. So and so on. Level pertama, kedua, ketiga. So what does the element involved in this level? Untuk level pertama kita define project in general. Level kedua kita start to bagi kategori. Okay. Kategori, if you remember dalam chapter 2 kita tu kan, ada kategori-kategori yang saya kata kita might need to assign assistant project manager. So, it can become a second level of work breakdown structure. Okay, it can become a second level of work breakdown structure. For a person to look into the schedule, timeline, quality, deliverables, something like that. And then, yang ketiga, each of the category akan ada subcategory yang mana dia akan detail out the project lagi in detail. If you need a subcategory, then we go to level 4 and finally the work package. Okay, work package ni selalu akan diberikan kepada orang yang responsible to do the work. Okay, ni yang saya terangkan 1 to 5, level 1 to 5. Okay, this is the example of the work breakdown structure. So, kita punya project ni, okay, adalah intranet project. So, intranet project, PM akan assign ada konsep, ada website development, rollout and support. Okay, ini adalah level 1. Okay. So, dia kata PM must really understand the project objective before starting a work breakdown structure. Dia kena tahu apa outcome of intranet project ni. Okay. So, once dia dah tahu, dia bahagikan kepada level 1. Okay. This level 1, kemudian kita tengok dekat konsep ni sahaja dia dah pecahkan kepada level 2 sebanyak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, ini konsep sahaja baru. Website design ni kita tak nampak dalam ni. Sebenarnya ada lagi pecahan. Siapa yang nak buat key in, login page yang pertama, siapa yang nak buat page yang kedua, ketiga, keempat, siapa nak buat form. Okay, ini website design. Website development pun sama. Okay, siapa yang nak buat, which one, apa, dia akan pecah lagi nanti. So, level ketiga pula, kita tengok define requirements ni. Okay, define user requirement, define content requirement, define system requirement, define server owner requirement. So, define requirement ni boleh dipecahkan lagi. Kalau define user requirement ni, kalau boleh dipecahkan lagi, dia akan jadi level keempat. Okay. Okay, so this is another example. Hometown Bank web application. Okay, so ini project dia, ini level 1. Okay, right. Ini level 1, kemudian dia keluarkan level 2. Okay, level 1, level 2. Ini level 2. Ini level 2. Ini level 3. Okay, level 2, level 3, level 2, level 3. Okay, ini hanyalah level 2. Okay, ini level 2 and 3. Okay, so tengok apa yang nak dimasukkan ya. Right. Rule dalam hierarchical planning ni, at given level, the generality or degree of detail should be roughly at same level. Okay, so kalau you level yang sama, generality untuk that level should be the same. Okay, kalau you masuk level kedua ni dia punya generality dia dengan level kedua di sini should be almost the same. Okay, dia punya secara general tak ataupun dia punya detail out tu should be almost the same. Level 3 kena sama dengan level 3 kawan-kawan yang lain. Okay, it's like that ya. Maksudnya that is the rule. Okay. Level 1 normally project manager. The lowest level is the functional manager and specialist manager yang akan assign lah. Okay. Okay. Now we look into the third tools, which is responsible, accountable, consult, inform, metric. R is for responsible, A for accountable, C for consult, I for informed, metric. Kita panggil Raki matrix. Raki matrix ini to help us to clarify siapa punya responsibilities and what types of responsibilities in term of project team members. Okay, ini dia help us organize. Okay, contohnya, okay, kita ada project manager, kita ada contract administrative, project engineer, industrial engineer, risk ataupun compliance engineer, and then we have field manager. Okay, so kita ada sub project kat sini. Ini work breakdown structure dia, kita boleh tengok apa work breakdown yang kita ada kat sini kan, yang kita buat dalam hierarchy kita tadi. So the first one adalah determine the need and then solicit quotation, write appropriate request, and then banyak lagi lah. So it happens that untuk task determine the need ni, okay, project manager hanyalah kita perlu inform dan consult sahaja. Okay, siapa punya responsibility? Project engineer kena responsibility to determine what is the need. Okay, so accountability, okay, accountability is by industrial engineer. Okay, if we look into here. So, kita kena, tapi siapa yang assign Raki matrix ni? Project manager. Dia yang kena tahu siapa yang involved. Okay. So, kalau kita tengok sini, field manager responsible to solicit the quotation. Field manager. Okay. Dia kena consult siapa? Consult the compliance ataupun risk manager. Okay, siapa yang accountable for solicit quotation ni? Project engineer. Okay, we should inform project manager sahaja yang solicit quotations will be done by this person. Okay, consult contract administrator. Solicitation process. Okay, so what is responsible ni? Responsible ni the dua orang yang buat task tu. Okay. Kalau accountable pula, the buck stop here. This is the person who is held accountable by top management for implementation. Okay, dia yang kena tahu, dia yang, kalau implementation tu tak berjalan, siapa yang responsible ni? Orang yang accountable ni. Okay. And then consulted is in the loop. Person yang kita hanya bagi information, kita tanya advice dia. Okay, inform ni is person yang who needs to know je. We keep in the picture saja. Dia need to know. Normally we notify the final decision. Dia need to be informed sahaja. Okay, so the dua orang yang buat kerja tersebut. Okay, this is another example of Raki matrix ataupun Raki model. Okay, responsible, accountable, consulted and informed. Okay, responsible warna merah. So we look into here. Develop job plan template. Okay, kalau develop job plan template ni maintenance planner. Kita ada planner. Planner untuk plan template ni. Okay. Dialah accountability and also dialah orang yang responsible. Okay. Untuk dia buat plan ni, dia kena consult siapa? Dia kena consult maintenance supervisor and also maintenance technician. Maintenance manager and storeroom manager, dia hanya inform selepas dia develop job plan template ni selesai. Okay. Alright, you can also have a look at other example. Alright, Raki matrix ni is very important untuk help kita untuk organize the project team and project team members. Okay, and it's easily for us to have a look bila kita assign. We call it's a linear metric, 1-to-1 normally. Okay, sometimes one task ada 2 assignment. Okay, so task ini kita ambil daripada mana? Task ini kita ambil daripada work breakdown structure kita tadi. Okay, task ni kita ambil daripada work breakdown structure. We can also add due date task, column untuk due date task, and then actual date completed, task status and performance metric. Ini untuk kita keep update with the current status and also if there is any extra planning. Okay, if there's any extra extended planning. Okay. The fourth planner tools adalah mind mapping. Okay, ni mind mapping ni biasalah. Semua you all pun pernah buat mind mappings. Again, bila you buat mind mapping, you ada main general and then you akan branch out the detail. Okay, so you akan branch out the detail. Okay, so normally this is the task lah. The task involved dalam kita punya project. Okay, so a whole brain approach to project management ni normally started with project managers and team members, kemudian engineers or business people. Okay, so both of these team members akan involved dalam mind mapping. Okay, so these are the advantages of using mind mapping in project planning. Creative potential of the project team members, ideas, easy to generate ideas. Okay, and we can get a quieter team members to be more involved dalam project planning kita. Okay, so these are the steps in mind mapping. Step 1, kita begin with the objective ataupun start with the end, kita panggil. Start with the end means kita begin with the outcome of the project. From there, kita create major tasks sebelum kita branch out the major tasks. Okay. Okay, major task ini keluar daripada project goal kita. Okay. Then, step 3, daripada major task ini, kita buat more detailed task. Okay, this is the example of mind mapping. IT project, IT upgrade project. So, apa yang perlu ada adalah project management, update inventory, acquire hardware and software, install hardware and software. Once you acquire hardware and software, you nak acquire apa? Server, user hardware. User hardware, 2 jenis, laptop and desktop. Okay. So, you can see how it branch out, kan? Okay. This is the resulting work breakdown structure dalam bentuk chart. Okay. Okay guys, please have a look at this class assignment. Okay, I want you before that, kita ada 4 tools dalam project planning kita. Adakah setiap kali planning kita hanya guna satu tool sahaja? Tak. Kita akan guna beberapa tools, hybrid project planning untuk kita buat a good project planning. Normally a good project planning akan guna at least ke-4 tools tersebut. Okay? At least ke-4 tools tersebut. Okay? So, saya nak each and every one of you untuk do this class assignment. It is an individual assignment. Individual assignment. Okay, so kelas Rabu ni kita akan tengok macam mana kita bahagi. You tak payah buat everything. Seorang akan buat hanya satu jenis project tool sahaja. Okay, planning tool sahaja. Okay. Thank you.